Brendan March, he asks, how did the whole Makin Memories come about?
Making Memories. So I guess that's, for a while, I was wanting to create a merch brand because I'd seen people, you know, in the YouTube game do pretty well off merch and stuff. But then I wanted it to be based, like, meaningful behind what I do.
Yeah, meaning behind it.
Meaning behind it, like, to be my merch line kind of thing. And so then everything I kind of did, so between making videos, you know, just having fun with life rather than taking it so serious, you know, between the travel, between party, between, you know, just living life to the fullest.
I love that it's become a common thread in everything you do, because there was a bar that you had that was very successful, Memory Lane.
Memory Lane, yeah.
And now obviously your new property, Memory
Land.
Land.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
It's very cool. Obviously it does very, very well.
And so I guess Making Memories is the whole kind of meaning behind it is living life to the fullest. And I feel like that's what we do. You know, we're never going to kind of listen to what anyone's got to say about us or anything like that. We have a pretty fun life, and that's what life's about.
Can I just say, and just on that, you have a fun life, and in many ways a charmed life, but you've worked very, very hard for it. And I think what people really appreciate about your celebrity and why people really fall in love with you globally is it's so different from the other celebrity. You know, old school celebrities, people used to buy into actors, Leo DiCaprio, and they'd endorse watches. Well, people just don't buy into those sort of actors anymore. But, you know, we see behind the scenes, and most of them we're realising are probably not the very nicest of people. But you're different because what you promote is you. You're not anybody else but yourself. You get out there and people either love you or they don't. It just happens to be that 90% of the population on the globe loves what you do. But it's you being you. So that's a form of celebrity I think people just really love in this day and age. But Mike, I guess if I had to get a question in there, the question would be, when you go out, just for a casual night, Shammi's going out just for a casual night, have a night out with his mates, is there ever a time where you have to buy yourself a beer? Do you know what I mean? Because you're so popular and people can relate to everything that you do. If I saw you out, I'd buy you a beer. I would.
Yeah, for sure. You're probably going to hate this answer, but because I spend so much money when I go out because I always want like my own section. I'd rather just get bottles and just service and all that. Yeah. And then when we go in there, I just kind of just skip the gun and just pay for it.
Yeah.
We drink way too much, hey? So I was actually talking about this the other day. I said a standard person would go out and, you know, that have drinks and all this. But the problem is with us, because especially at clubs and bars, that's the spot where people have a bit of confidence to come up to you the most. So everyone comes up, and then when you're a nice guy too, and you have a chat with them, and everyone's offering shots, drinks, this, scull this. Little do they know you've just sculled 5 shots there. But it's like, and then also you just want to do a drink with them as well, because it's like, you know, you're thankful for them and you're having a good time with them, and then the next one comes, and it does get pretty crazy like that.
Well, you're changing lives in a good way, in a positive way, because there's people out there, they've got their jobs, they're struggling, their stresses. I can tell you, a lot of people just turn on to watch Shammi just to escape reality for a a bit, right? And have a laugh.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think there's a lot of...
You're definitely right. It happens a lot. Like whenever, even if you're at the bar by yourself, next minute someone pulls up and they're offering drinks, and I just hate to say no to a drink.
It's funny that you mentioned the how much drinking though. Like the way you order drinks, it's like you don't just get like 4 or 5 drinks, just one each for everyone. You're just like, I can't be bothered waiting more than 5 minutes for my next drink. So you'll order 30, 40 drinks at a time. It's 2 whole trays at a time that come out. Like,
So if it's at a bar.
Can I get 30 vodka sodas, please?
So if it's at a bar, not a club or something, exactly right. We order 30, 40 drinks on a tray. But the thing is, it's like, it doesn't matter how many drinks are on that tray, whether there's 4 or 40.
Still 5 minutes later, the next 30's coming.
5 minutes later, they're gone.
Yeah.
Like
It's the Aussie way. Yeah. We just keep hire the bar. What bar? There's no bar.
Yeah. And then I'll tell you
How you get about 100 girls at your booth every time, I guess.
I'll tell you a funny story. Where you're talking about 30, 40 drinks. Thinking of this one bar in particular. So anyway, one night I was at the bar, and then there was this girl that pulled up next to me. Just got chatting, and I said, "Oh, do you want a drink?" She said, yeah. And then how I order, I always get two at once. Like, you know, if you're waiting a few minutes in line, you're going to get two each. So got two each. And then she said, I'll pay for it. And then I said, no, it's all good. And she beat my card. I said, thanks so much. Anyway, so we walk back with these drinks. Next minute, she's going, that was $74. And I was like, yeah. And then she's like, you could have told me that. I wouldn't have paid it. She's like, you owe me a drink. I was like, yeah, I can get you a drink, but how much did you expect it to be? I said, I didn't ask you to pay. So there's 4 drinks there. How much would you expect that to be?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then she's like, I didn't know it'd be that much. Not all of us have that much money like you. And I said, what's going on? I said, I don't have cash, so I can't give you money, but I'll buy you another round. Like, and then she's just going off how I'm like just such a tight person for like making her bit pay. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then anyway,
Clearly the first night she's ever bought drinks at a club, eh?
After you made love to her.
no,
sorry.
fuck. And then she was doing that, and I didn't even buy another drink. She was just being a wanker. And then I was just like, I'm not hanging around this. I fucking hate drama. And then anyway, so
That's the last time a little lady beat my credit card to the buzzer.
I was just thinking, you were such a sweetheart, and then you've just done that. I'm like, what's with that? But anyway, the way I was thinking in my head was, I was like, fuck, that's a cheap round. I was like, my rounds are like $500. Just in my head going like,
Yeah.